If you're building an online business, chances are that everything you've been taught about marketing is dead wrong. Whoa, that is a bold claim. And you might be sitting there saying, come on, Bobby, I learned from the best and the brightest in the online space. They're 7-figure entrepreneurs and 8-figure entrepreneurs. Clearly, they have to know what they're doing when it comes to marketing, right? Well, I'm here to say not so fast. Now, I could talk to you about why it is that maybe their success has more to do with kind of early positioning or things that aren't about their marketing, but about natural abilities and natural talents. But I'm not going to go into that because I think a much easier way to get you thinking about this and maybe have you agree with me is this. Doesn't it kind of seem like they're telling you to market and sell as if you were an infomercial pitchman? I mean, think about it, literally. But wait, there's more. Value stacking, all the stuff we're taught sounds a lot like an infomercial. And I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Do you think that infomercials are the best way to market? Well, what I'll tell you is I've read books like this one, and I've read books like this one, real marketing textbooks, the things that you go through if you're taking courses to get a degree in marketing. And what I'll tell you is, according to those books, what we're being taught in the online space is complete BS. So before you invest in any other program or say, I need to go learn something else, I need to go buy something else, I'm going to suggest that I want you to take a step back and bear with me for just a little bit while I walk you through what marketing actually looks like. Hey there, welcome to Bobby Ruins Marketing, my chance to talk about what's wrong or problematic in the online space, or maybe just rant a little bit, and in the process, give you some insights into how you should be marketing your business the right way, how to employ fundamental marketing principles into an online business. Now, you might be sitting there saying, okay, Bobby, so that infomercial thing you said in the beginning got me thinking, but why in the world should I listen to you of all people? And that is a very good question. In fact, you should ask that about everybody that you're learning from. And I'm simply going to tell you, the fact that they succeeded in building a business isn't in and of itself a reason to listen to them. Now, I built a successful business, and I built it by selling something that's boring as all get out. Legal template. So the fact that I can build a successful business at that suggests that maybe I know a thing or two about building a business. But I'm also going to tell you that I've got a background that kind of gives me some insight. I'm the son of an entrepreneur guy who built a brick and mortar business and who built a real following. I went to law school, and as a lawyer, I worked for some of the biggest kind of companies in the world. I dealt with all kinds of finance, economics, but also business. So I've seen the inside of real businesses. But I also study marketing for fun. I read marketing textbooks, not the books that give you a little bit of insight, but say, hey, buy my course if you really kind of want to learn everything. No, I'm talking about textbooks to learn what professional marketers do. So with that, what I've done is I've kind of taken that concept, the things that I've learned from this professional marketing approach, and then what are we doing in the online space? Because I'm going to be honest with you, there's a problem, there's a disconnect. There's a difference between being Apple, Norelco, anyone selling a physical product, and those of us in the online space. That critical difference is that in the online space, a big part of what we're selling is us. Now, we're not selling ourselves, obviously, but what we're selling is that we are what makes our business unique. And so that's an important consideration. But over the 5 years I've been working on my business, what I've come to is that really there are three things, kind of three components you need to be thinking about to market the right way. The first piece is that you have to commit to lead an audience. Now, there's a lot of pieces there. First of all, you have to pick a particular audience. You can't say, I serve everyone. You can't even say, I serve all women or I serve all men. No, that's not a specific audience. You have to find a specific audience that is struggling with a specific problem that you can reach with a specific message. You've got to find a niched area, a niche small group. And once you find them, you have to commit to lead them. And this is something that I think a lot of the people teaching marketing get wrong. They tell you to simply listen to what people are saying and then just parrot that back. Now, you do some of that in messaging, but to some extent, our job is to lead them, to show them what they need, not to simply give them what they want. And we've maybe all heard, okay, well, we sell them what they want and we give them what they need. Well, if they want what they want is dead wrong, don't try to sell them that crap, because selling them that actually will hurt you. Quick example on this. Part of my rise to fame here, or my rise in my business, was I became the email guy. I helped online entrepreneurs write emails that people actually want to listen to, actually want to read. And in the process, I struggled. I was trying to get people onto my list on that element. And I had someone suggest, well, just give people templates because that's what they want. Give them fill in the blank email templates. And I said, no, I refuse to do that. Now, I want to be clear. That's what a lot of people want when it comes to email. But you know what? You can't do email marketing right with templates, just like you can't write literature with Mad Libs. This is not a fill in the blank thing. That is a place I'm willing to lead, and I refuse to give people or sell people what they want by saying, here are templates, here's what you need, because that will actually hurt them over the long term. So that's an example of being willing to lead. But another important part of being willing to lead is, once you find out what is it that you're going to help people with, why are you different? I'm going to ask this very simply and use the example of, let's say you're someone who teaches people how to use Instagram for business. Okay, why the heck would I learn from you instead of the other 857 people I could learn from, including some people who clearly, I'm betting, probably have a bigger name and a better reputation from you right now? Now, I'm not saying that you can't teach people or you can't help people with Instagram. But what I'm saying is you've got to give me, the potential buyer, a reason why I might want to listen to you instead of those other people. Now, it might be because you have a particular piece where I help very particular kinds of business with Instagram, and these other people's categories don't work, and what they teach doesn't work for this particular kind of business, because that could be what it is. I don't know. I'm making this crap up. It could also be my approach to Instagram is very different because I don't think you should be doing X, and X is what almost everyone teaches. But you've got to have that thing that sets you apart, and it has to be something real. It can't be, I'm going to just call something a process, the clink process. Like, I could do that, but that's dumb. Calling something a process doesn't make it any better. It has to be something where there actually is something different. So you've got to find what is that different that you've got. Okay, so that's kind of the first piece. Commit to lead an audience. Now, once you've committed to lead an audience, you have to be willing to connect with that audience. And this is the piece that is largely missing from the traditional professional marketing discussion of how you should market a business. Because if you think about it, a company like, I'm just going to use Norelco. I don't know why it pops into my head, but I think of Norelco. Well, I'm in no way, shape, or form connected with a person or even that brand, although I use their razors and I use their shaving cream. But there's not a connection. I'm not buying from them based upon a relationship or a connection to a person. In our space of building these online businesses, we're different. People are ultimately deciding, partly based upon, hey, are you different? Are you leading me? But also, and just as importantly, based upon their connection to us as the leader of the business. Whether you're a personal brand like I am, BobbyClink.com, or whether you use a brand name, ultimately, people want to feel a connection to you, and that connection is what's going to lead them to buy over the long term. That's what's going to turn them into raving fans. That's what's going to turn them into brand advocates, brand promoters. So you need to be willing to put in the time to do that. That's where things like email marketing come in. I'm just going to tell you that email marketing, one of its most powerful things is an ability to connect with your audience. And that's why I was doing this naturally in telling stories and emails, and people want to get my emails, including my sales emails. How many people can say that crap? But it's also about figuring out what are your stories, the important stories for your business, and thinking about content not purely as a way to convert, but also as a way to connect with people. And social media, can we talk about this for a second? Social media should be a place where we are connecting day in and day out. Not a megaphone, not us just yelling at our people, but a chance for us to actually engage, build relationships so that people feel like we're their friends. Think about the power of that. If you can establish yourself so that your audience feels like you're one of their friends, when you say, hey, I got this product I think you should buy, what are they gonna do? They're gonna buy. Now, if you're sitting here saying, holy crap, Bobby, this sounds like a lot of stuff I have to do. Well, it is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you that building a business is easy. The good news is I actually have an entire training program that is free. Unlike the other folks who are trying to teach you this stuff and charge you $2,000, $3,000, whatever they want to charge you for a course, I have what's called Badass Online Marketing University, which is 100% free. As of the time I'm recording this, we have 5 courses in there: online marketing foundations, online legal foundations, because I am still the legal guy, online financial foundations taught by my CPA friend, online messaging foundations, not foundations, that's badass messaging, and then badass email marketing. So we've got those, but at the moment, as I'm recording this, I'm working on badass list building, badass content marketing, and badass social media, and we're growing it over time. It is a program that is meant to be your one-stop shop to learn fundamental marketing principles as applied to the online space. You can join absolutely free, bobbyklink.com/BOMU. Again, bobbyklink.com/BOMU, that's BOMU. And there's no upsell, I promise. No upsell, no tricks, nothing. It is just a way for me to serve my audience and connect with my audience. So we've talked about the first 2 pieces: commit to lead an audience, connect with your audience. Now let's talk about the last piece, which is to convert your audience to buyers. Now this, you probably know a thing or two about. This is where most people in the online space are teaching you this. And what I'll tell you is, I have different viewpoints about the best way to convert, but ultimately what you have to do is you have to figure out what is your offer. And it shouldn't be an offer that you create in advance. It should be an offer that you create based upon the work you've done in committing to lead and connecting with your audience, because they're going to tell you what they want. I haven't created a product because I wanted to create it in, 3 or 4 years now. 3 years. At this point, my audience tells me what they want and I create that product. See, I'm listening to the audience. I'm listening to what they want and I create it. And by the way, this is fundamental marketing principles. What again, I don't want to get too geeky, but those books that I held up earlier, what most people in the online space are teaching is called the selling concept of marketing, which professional marketers quit using in about 1960. And they went to this marketing approach, which is about sensing what the audience wants and reacting and creating it. That's what you need to be doing. When it's time to convert your audience, you create the right offer based upon what your audience has told you they want. Then you have to figure out the messaging. What are the pieces of messaging you need to get across to them so that they'll understand if it's right for them, and if so, what the benefits are and why they should buy it. And you have to figure out the order to do it, and that's what we call a funnel. Now, a funnel is not marketing. A funnel is your sales piece at the tail end of marketing, and I want to make that clear, and this is part of the distinction here that I need you to get. So again, the process: commit to lead an audience, connect with your audience, convert your audience to buyers. If you want to market the right way, if you want to build a business the right way that will be here over the long term, that is built on the fundamental principles of marketing, not what some random person on the internet said, although I am in fact some random person on the internet, this is what you need to be doing. You need to be employing this framework of commit, connect, convert. And if you're constantly doing that and iterating and getting better, what happens is you have a business that is positioned well so people will come to your business and buy. Now, again, I'm going to make a pitch here where I'm going to talk about my success. And at the beginning, I said you shouldn't listen to success as a sole basis to listen to people. But here's what I will tell you. At this point, I regularly have people land on my website and buy $1,000 legal product, my legal template pack, which is everything. And they do that not because of a funnel. They weren't on my list. They didn't do anything before. You know why they buy? because they heard about me from someone else and they probably interacted with me on social and they know me, they like me, they trust me, and I have positioned myself as the guy to help businesses with the legal stuff. And so as a result, they say, I'm going to go and buy the stuff I need from Bobby. That's the sign of a mature business, when people will come to your website and just buy. You don't have to funnel them. You don't have to sell them. They come and buy because you have done the work of marketing and done it the right way. Now, again, if you're watching this video, if you're still here at this point in the video, clearly you think what I'm saying might just make a little bit of sense. So if you are, I would love to continue to help you within BombU, my free training program that's just getting better and better. So head over to bobbyklink.com/BombU, and you can join absolutely free, and you're going to keep learning and you'll be able to do that. But also, I want to hear from you. Post a comment. Let me know what you think, because I want to hear what you're hearing when I talk about how to build a business the right way. But that's it for this video. I'll talk to you later.